Hello guys, welcome to another one of my Minecraft server updates. Sharing a bit of footage from Sunday and Monday because I didn't really get to include everything that I wanted in the Sunday update. So much stuff going on with crazy builders. So saying hello to a few players, really trying to go around and say hi to a lot of you guys. I know many of you I haven't been able to be there while you were playing, or perhaps I was fixing some bugs or plots or permissions or something when you were in, so I'm sorry about that. I really do try to be available as much as possible in the game. Also focusing again, of course, a bit on YouTubing because I have been missing out a great deal of that, so I'm trying to balance out my time. Problems with the portals, some players were falling out of the world, so of course that had to be fixed. And what I was doing here was also explaining a little bit about how do you get started, what are the different portals for, what can you do here and there. And that is not something I do that much really, because so many really crazy cool players on the server that are helping out everybody that comes in all the time, so it's not something I need to do that much. It is something that a lot of you guys are doing all the time, so thank you everybody for that. Trying to do some unarmed PvP here, and I mean, I'm the king of rock and roll when it comes to unarmed PvP. Just not so much this time here really, apparently. I thought that I could like snoop around and do a few ninja tricks here, but no. Completely no goes. That was of course a bummer, but cool times nonetheless. What I'm showing here is a little bit of the PvP portal area that I'm personally pretty hyped about it. Not that many players are using it yet. I'm not entirely sure why, but this is in my opinion something insanely cool, but it is also something very hard. So I'm building on it every day, making it harder, even though very few players have completed it yet, but I want to make it harder and harder every day, while increasing the prize that players can win by completing it. So it is something that is going to get harder because I want the area to have new options for you to learn, but at the same time the reward for doing so is going to be so much more crazy. Adding, there is always going to be diamond blocks in there, so loads of cash value you can win. Obviously also going to be adding enchanted weapons and keys to the different cases you can unbox. Enchantments. At some point I'm going to be adding custom enchantments that you cannot make in the game yourself, but I want to wait until the game and the server has matured a bit more before adding more really crazy overpowered stuff in there, because there are a few, a handful of super crazy weapons going on, and I don't mind that. I think it's really cool. There is a reason they're there. I made it available, but I do feel that if we flood the server too much with overpowered stuff, it is going to make it really hard for new players to come in and participate in especially the PvP areas. So that is why I'm holding a little bit back on it, focusing on new content, especially the welcoming areas, because I think the way you are introduced to the server, besides the crazy cool people, is of course the most important. Doing a bit of flyby in the plots area. It is being expanded every day. Crazy things you guys are building, not just in terms of looking amazing. Players have swimming pools now and loads of acro stuff going around, farms, and really interesting mechanics that you guys are building. Of course, we have loads of these sugarcane farms going on, some cactus farms, and there are also these really crazy plots with options on them. What I'm doing here is just doing a bit more of nudging on this gravel plot that I made, mostly for the fun of it. I added in, this plot was intended to be something fun and different compared to the other plots. It is something where if you have your MMO excavation skill up, you can get a lot of diamonds by excavating in this gravel. It is a plot where I have added manually like diamond blocks and lapis blocks, and like a few additional goodies in the plot. So there is a few extra goodies for grabbing this plot here for the player that decides to spend 300,000 in the game on buying it. But the main thing is to make something just like different and funny. So not like, I don't want everything to be the same. So it is a massive grind if you're into that stuff. If you want to be finding gravel upon gravel upon gravel. As you can see, this is a massive plot with so much gravel going on. But you can see like the diamonds here and there, and for the most part I used World Edit to copy regions with diamond and lapis in it and then paste it over and over again. So there are there is a lot of value in there, but mostly it is meant as a fun plot for players that want to crush it with their MCMMO skills, or just really want another large plot in what is still like the center area of the plot's world. Because as we are expanding and plots get larger and larger and larger, it may be interesting to have your plots very close to portals or some of the new areas that are coming with shops and stuff like that, really. But I'm gonna be digging more into that as those areas are made available. So just a bit of an update about that, because I will be adding more like different crazy types of plots as time allows it, really. So this was something really interesting. I stumbled upon a player just like standing still while bricks were being mined around him with loot not being picked up, which is a bit weird because we have entity removal on. Completely random mining around this player here, nuke style. So yeah, that stuff is never really funny. And I was in vanish mode, and when our moderator JK Dragon appeared and I unvanished him, suddenly this player could move around and do all sorts of things. Yeah, interesting stuff going on. This here is a bit of a look into one of the crates that I have added. It is called Big Blocks, and it is going to be the main crate on the server where you can win different crates, including diamond blocks. Including diamond blocks by unboxing. You buy the keys, they cost 250 bucks. And to start with, I am filling it with like random blocks that I think could be cool to be in there. It is paying back way too much. It is completely broken in that it is a player advantage to play it. You may be unlucky and get a lot of dirt, no question about it, but all else equal, the percentage chance to get the high paying blocks is like crazy. But I'm going to add different things in there. Mainly I want to add keys to other crates with enchantments, custom equipment, all sorts of things that may be really hard or impossible to acquire in another way, so that you will want to be doing the big blocks to get those keys, to get a chance to get something really crazy. And why am I doing that? Yeah, I'm doing that because I really like unboxing, and I want it to be a huge part of this casino area that has been built on the server. You guys may have seen it in one of the other videos, the process behind it, and it is something that I hope we're going to be expanding very soon, but I need to look into another slot machine plugin, really. Rasmus here once again really crushing it. I think he has to be the player owning like the most plots and the largest ones on the server. New automated farming option he has going on, which is also like pumpkin farms and stuff like that, really crushing it financially. And I was really impressed with this automated farm here, where he uses the water to like just reap his rewards by hitting buttons. So this is probably the stuff about Minecraft that I like the most. It is the advanced mechanics that you can make with very simple options, because Minecraft command blocks are not allowed for players. So this is like purely you have pistons and stuff like that, but super cool, easy redstone mechanics that just really make really good sense when you put them into your plot as a financial thing. What I'm scooping by here is another Sunday thing really, and the reason why I'm including this is because it is the process before what I showed in the previous video where we had this massive cactus farm and the barn, and I really wanted to just include a little bit of the process that was going on before that. Cactus farm not even done yet, the barn without roof or anything, and the building area just set up. Put down a sign that says like flying enabled, because actually now builders have a perk which is flying, and the way that building is going to be from now on the server is that building rank is not permanent. So like when you are building on something, you will be a builder and you will have fly options, you will have access to these different tools and chests, and the areas have access denied for others. But like when you're done with the project, or I need to be away for a lot of time, you may like have the builder option removed, just so the advantages you're getting won't be used too much in other places. Because things such as flying, I don't want the moderators to be worried too much. If you're flying, it's like, hey, I'm a builder. Yeah, but you have flying as a part of the server stuff, what you want to help out with, not to have advantages in other areas. And to make it easier for the moderators, I think it is the most fair that perhaps some builders, very few, will have a permanent builder tag or be like master builders to have this perk for a longer time. But a lot of the players that come in and want to be assisting will get builder tag, and it will not be a permanent perk or a rank, because you guys want to be playing on the server as well, and I just don't want you guys being banned because you accidentally fly because you thought you were allowed to do it, and it would really be really bad for everyone. Setting up a new different areas that I would like to have built: cocoa farm, fishing area. I'm thinking PvP and acro areas as well, just small areas to introduce players to some of the other things that are going on the server. What I'm doing here is just snooping into the portal treasure area room here. This is where you end when you get the right portal. And what I'm doing, because the treasure hasn't been claimed yet, is that I go in there and I add more goodies. So I just need to clean up some of my building inventory, but the main thing I wanted to add was, as you can see here, this is like the first version of this tier of rewards, putting in loads of these big blocks keys, and like I said earlier, this is pretty broken to the player's advantage already. You're getting way more value in return than you should. 256 keys valued at 250 in-game dollars each is what is being added here, plus the option to actually win keys to other crates. So I feel personally that these keys are really interesting, but yeah, it is just going to be worth more and more and more until at some point players want to try to battle to reach it, or sneak in and try to grab this crate when nobody else is online, because you do need to practice quite a bit with the portals. The portals are challenging because there are so many options really, and the first few times the portals were available, perhaps players were throwing in the pearls and going underneath, perhaps somebody was flying. I'm trying to remove those different options as I spot them. I have the console and log options, so of course I am keeping track of if sneaky stuff is going around, because we don't want that. But besides that, making the treasure more and more interesting every time, while trying to make the area safe for everybody that wants to have fun the way the area is intended really. Adding in more builder bricks and options here, and every once in a while I throw in things such as keys to the big blocks. I want to provide builders with rewards for spending so much time on the server. This is completely free stuff. Players want to help, but I would rather try to provide some perks and the random extra goodies instead of players having to try to acquire additional game funds or materials by borrowing them from the builder chest, or like selling crops because they farm them while they're building. Want to try to make it, besides the feeling of having helped out make the server so much more greater, I do want to add in as many rewards as I can for players that are spending so much time helping out with the server. So to you guys that are doing it, like crazy cool, thanks. It is so amazing that you want to be doing it. I am really happy that you guys want to be helping out. With that said and done, guys, I want to say thank you all very much for watching. Gonna be posting another update about the server hopefully around tomorrow. For now, thank you very much for watching.